let's take a closer look at Naughty Dog's new video game trailer, Intergalactic Heretic Prophet. I'm going to focus on 5 little details because it's the details that hold so much for Naughty Dog. One thing is clear, they never include anything by accident. Everything is purposeful and carefully crafted. To fully understand its new direction, we must examine the subtle inclusion of major brands and the resonating themes from Akira, Cowboy Bebop, and the Pet Shop Boys' It's a Sin, the song you hear in it. And yes, even the Porsche spaceship and the Adidas light-up shoes have purpose. These references are not throwaways. They provide insight into the game's narrative and the company's creative evolution. There are 4 major themes. The first is burdens of the past. The central theme in Akira, Cowboy Bebop, and the Pet Shop Boys' It's a Sin, and even the stories of Porsche and Adidas, is the weight of the past. In Akira, Tetsuo's traumatic experiences and his feeling of inferiority drive him toward a destructive pursuit of power. His past isn't just something he tries to escape, it becomes a driving force that shapes his decisions and actions. Similarly, in Cowboy Bebop, the crew members are haunted by the histories. Spike cannot escape his past with the Syndicate and his lost love Julia, while Faye Valentine is trapped by the amnesic state trying to rediscover her past. Even Jet Black's past as a former cop is marked by betrayals and disillusionment. Each character's history dictates their present struggles and relationships. The Pet Shop Boys' It's a Sin explores the feeling of being trapped by external forces, such as religious or societal judgment, which continually bring up the past of guilt and shame. It's a sharp critique of how the past can define and control the present, keeping individuals from fully embracing their authentic selves. Take a look at this verse. When I look back upon my life, it's always with a sense of shame. I've always been the one to blame. These lines explore the burden of the past, reflecting the feelings of guilt and shame. Even the legacies of Porsche and Adidas are similarly defined by the histories. Porsche, for example, has lived in the shadow of its early association with luxury and performance, and this reputation continues to shape its image today. Adidas, born from a family feud of post-war Germany, still grapples with its early origins while constantly evolving to stay relevant. Both brands are shaped by their past achievements and challenges, making their history an ongoing influence on their identities. Rebellion. Another key theme is this rebellion against oppressing forces, societal norms, and traditional expectations. In Akira, Tetsuo, a rebellion against the government and scientific authorities who manipulate him, reflects a quest for autonomy and control. His desire to break free from their control through ultimately destructive symbolizes the universal fight against external forces that seek to define our lives. In Cowboy Bebop, rebellion manifests through the crew's lifestyle as bounty hunters. They live outside the law, resisting societal norms and embracing a life of freedom. The rebellion isn't always loud or aggressive, but it's a rejection of a rigid conformist society that demands conformity. And Jordan is a bounty hunter in the game. It's a Sin is an anthem of rebellion. The song's lyrics challenge the imposed shame and judgment, embracing the power of self-expression and individuality instead of conforming into restrictive moral codes. Like these lyrics, "Father, forgive me. I tried not to do it. I turned over a new leaf, then tore right through it. Whatever you taught me, I didn't believe it." The defiance of this chorus ties to the theme of rebellion against authority. The next theme is isolation. This is a shared theme. I mean, we're in space, and nothing feels more isolating than space. In Akira, Tetsuo's overwhelming power isolates him from his friends and humanity. As he grows stronger, he becomes more disconnected from those around him, ultimately leading to his self-destruction. This isolation is both the consequence of his power and his inability to connect with others. In Cowboy Bebop, isolation is a central theme. Despite the camaraderie, the Bebop crew remains emotionally distant, each member haunted by their personal ghosts. Their relationships are marked by underlying loneliness and despite being together physically. In It's a Sin, we see isolation born from societal rejection. The song speaks to the loneliness experienced by those judged for their identity or choices. It highlights the pain of being alienated for who you are, a feeling many can relate to when facing societal or cultural barriers. Like this lyric, "For everything I long to do, no matter when or where or who, has one thing in common too, it's a sin." These lines reflect the isolation and loneliness caused by societal rejection and judgment. Impermanence. This is the final theme. All these works and brands address the theme of loss and impermanence. In Akira, the destruction of Neo Tokyo and Tetsuo's transformation show how fleeting power and human structures can be. The world they inhabit is unstable and nothing is permanent. Cowboy Bebop embraces impermanence, particularly in this exploration of mortality and fleeting relationships. The characters often face inevitable endings, and the show captures the bittersweet nature of life's transience. And each episode is a meditation on the impermanence of time, relationships, and opportunities. It's a Sin acknowledges the permanence of happiness when it's controlled by societal forces. The song suggests that personal freedom and fulfillment can be fleeting, but it also has challenges the idea of accepting life's briefness without embracing individual truth and rebellion. The themes explored in Akira, Cowboy, Bebop, It's a Sin, and of course the brands Porsche and Adidas also resonate with the individual direction of Naughty Dog as a studio. Known for successful franchises like Uncharted and The Last of Us, Naughty Dog has made a bold decision to leave behind its well-established IPs to explore a new creative territory. This shift echoes many of the themes that we've discussed. Like Tetsuo's in Akira, Naughty Dog is confronting the weight of its past. While its previous works have defined the company's success and identity, it's choosing to break free from those expectations tied to the franchises, seeking new ways to challenge itself creatively. These mirrors the rebellions against the authority seen in Cowboy Bebop and in It's a Sin, as Naughty Dog rebels against the traditional path laid out by its success to explore uncharted territory. The theme of isolation is also present here. While Uncharted and The Last of Us were celebrated by fans and critics alike, their conclusion marked a departure, creating a sense of distance between the company's past and its future. Naughty Dog must adapt to stay relevant in its fast-changing video game industry, already rejecting a free-to-play and games as a live service model in The Last of Us Online, and they have to appeal to the masses while remaining the boutique feel that they are so champion of. The decision to evolve and explore new IPs shows in recognition of the impermanence of success and the need to reinvent oneself and to continue thriving by actually going back to its roots. Ultimately, Naughty Dog's new venture into the unknown territory reflects the same tension between embracing change and confronting the past. Naughty Dog is embracing the unknown, ready to challenge itself and grow, just as these stories and brands have done for so over time. And maybe we're just past the small beginnings of this new Naughty Dog studio. Thank you so much for watching. Follow for more.